What's up, everybody? It is Mary, and today I wanted to just do more of like a casual style video so you guys could get to know me a little bit better, and hopefully I can get to know you with you leaving, your information, or not really information, what am I saying? Leaving a little bit about you in the comments. I would love to hear a little bit about you. But yeah, my name is Mary, and I have tried YouTube out a couple times over the past 5 years or so, and I'm trying to be more consistent with posting my videos, and I have a lot of things I want to share and try to help teach you guys about. Right now, though, with my garden, I am learning myself. So I only had like a full garden. Last year was the first year that we had a full summer in this house. So, okay, I bought this house in 2021, the summer of 2021. It was a crazy experience, as anyone who bought a house during that time may tell you. And so I was getting desperate, and I believe that whatever's meant for me is already mine. So this house in particular was already on the market for like a week already, and nobody was grabbing it or buying it, and that was really shocking for around that time. So there was a piece of like, okay, this must be the house for me. There's many things about the house that I do not like. It's a smaller house as well. It's like a Cape Cod. It was built in 1929, so it's very old. The foundation is very old. The style is very old, but it's what I could afford and what I could do at that time. And I bought this house for $100 less than I was approved for. So it was all sort of meant to be, even though it came with many issues. Within the first 3 days of me moving here, I had a complete backup in my plumbing system throughout the whole house, where I had fecal matter and urine type water from the toilets that were coming up through all of the spouts in the house, including the bathroom tub, bathroom sink, all of that. I was just in shock with all of the issues that I had incurred when I first bought this house, because I didn't want that to be my experience, like I was excited. This is my first time buying a home. I wanted to be able to move in, decorate, have the time of my life, and invite people over and have a housewarming party, all that. Needless to say, I never got to do any of that because I had so many problems start to go wrong with this house. The foundation, there's water that was getting in on the steps. I mean, I have a lot of different footage of that I can pull together one day to show you what a horrible first-time homeowner experience I had. But needless to say, I pushed through, went broke doing it. It's very expensive. This was my first time encountering, household home ownership expenses. So I wasn't really financially prepared enough for that. I had some, but it wasn't nearly enough for the amount of work that the house needed. So I had to take a step back and just take it one project at a time. And so that's kind of what I'm doing now. I explained a little bit. So going back to the garden, if you've seen my shorts, you know that we painted the bathroom, and that kind of turned out like a disaster as far as the finished product on some of the areas, based off of the damage behind the wall that was already there, etc. So that's still a work in progress. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, I'm covering it up with live plants. But, oh my gosh, you guys, this house. So, this old house is the pictation of what's going on in my home. So, and then I had a bad experience where I had a good experience where I had some state-funded programs come in and do some free work for me, a lead abatement program and a installation program. And so with the lead abatement program last summer, we had to get out of the house we were out the house for like 3 weeks. They paid for our hotel stay with our animals at a, a nice hotel. And so they did the lead abatement, and with some of that came some of the wonderful things that I wanted fixed, which was like the medicine cabinet and some other things. I wish there was some lead in the kitchen cabinets, but there weren't, so those didn't get redone. However, I will be, working on those in the future. So I need help. I need tips. I need tricks. I need budget-friendly, ways to be able to improve my home. And I'm not above going out and getting free material, pallets. We've got a lot of free wood by doing that. I just picked up a chair the other day for outside, my new chair, and I love it. It was free. And so I am money married, but it's because I'm money conscious, and I am more into like gardening and animals and family and cooking. I love to cook. So those are the types of things that I want to start putting out there. Yes, I budget my money. Yes, I have a budgeting system, and I also have an Etsy shop where I make saving challenges, and so there's a little bit of that in there, but mostly this channel is just like hopefully going to be just what I'm doing, and it's not just going to be specific towards like budgeting and money management and all that. So back to the gardening. So as I was saying, doing one project at a time, because I've had so many issues with this house. I've had to do so many different improvements. The money wasn't always there for what I wanted, and it was really bringing me down. Like I didn't want to do anything with the house. Oh, after we had to pack up the house again twice, once for insulation and once for the lead abatement. And so a lot of my things are still in bins. Because I have to paint this whole house before I can start to hang up things again, decorate, put out my decor, all of that. And I have a lot of decor. Like most of my storage is decor, so like I need to downsize. But what was I saying now? Okay, so my house is in shambles because, and I'm not living out of bins, but like all my home decor, anything that goes up on the walls, are in bins, and it just makes the house look really like dreary. And so I'm continuing to work on painting room by room. I'll continue to share those projects as I do them. I also wanted to got my cat here now. So getting back to the garden. Bear with me, I'm sorry. This is like my first talk with you video like this. So I'm trying to gather my thoughts a little bit more. The garden. So now we are at the point where we put the beds in, and trying to amend that soil, work that soil. The soil is just, I've never seen soil like this. I live in the Midwest area, and normally we have really good soil here, like amazing. Like you could dig a hole at the park and you're going to have a good foot of nice soil that is not clay impacted. That is not the case on this property. The soil here is completely clay impacted. It is so hard for me to dig a hole. It's so hard for me to do anything. And so when it comes to digging in the ground. So a lot of times I have to wait for my boyfriend to do it, because honestly, I just can't. I try, and I call him my Superman, because I'll be out there like trying to get it, and then he'll just come and do it in like 5 minutes. So he does a lot of like the big jobs that take a lot of heavy muscles, heavy lifting and muscles. So that is why the beds still have not been graded away from the house. We got to grade it away from the house, and then the stone put out, and then our edging put out. And so it kind of looks a little, you know, not all put together, because it's not. And so that's holding me up, and I'm waiting on that project to finally get finished so that I can move on to other things. Like I said, I have many other things that need to be done. So I am in my mid-30s. Okay, this is a little bit about me. I'm in my mid-30s. I am a mother of one 15-year-old daughter, and I am not married. I do own a home. I have 2 cats, a kitten, and then a older gentleman cat, and then I have a 2-year-old husky, a red husky. And I love animals. So one thing about me, I love animals. My dream eventually is to have like a hobby farm, but more of a learning environment where people could come, bring their kids. I do believe that, I do believe that people, sometimes they miss that step in life where they weren't nurtured for whatever reason. Maybe their parents weren't nurturing parents, or maybe they just didn't get it at all for whatever their circumstances were. But just even nurturing at a low level, like taking care of animals, taking care of plants, taking care of the land, begins to build that in people and build that confidence that they can be equipped to handle parenthood, motherhood, fatherhood, childhood, with knowing that, you know, everything has a process. There's so many things that you can learn from just being in the garden alone. The cycles of things, how it interacts, how different plants interact with each other, what are plants that are friends that help each other out and support each other. And I just look at it like that. It is a very different perspective for me when I'm in the garden. I am feeling like I'm my true self. I'm feeling like I'm really connected to God and the earth. And so that's just a little bit about me and kind of my current situation, a little background. It's been about 12 minutes, so I guess I'll end it here. But if you have any questions, please do leave them down below. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to hang out with me a little bit more, and thank you for watching this video. If you have any tips for me as well regarding home ownership, gardening, some amazing recipes you may want me to try, anything like that, I'm totally open, and I'd love to hear it below. Alright, bye!